Hello class, and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Fodor with FACS in the kitchen. So I'm taking my mask off so you can hear me clearly, but when we are in the kitchens, we are going to be wearing our masks, and we're also going to be wearing our gloves after we wash our hands for 30 seconds. So today what we're going to be making is pumpkin honey wheat muffins. How many of you love pumpkin this time of year, or apple muffins, or blueberry, or banana? Well, that's what we have the option for today. I'm going to put my chef coat on. My name is Mrs. Fodor, but this says Miss Smith because that's my maiden name. I did not steal it from Colleen Smith. That's me. Now I'm Colleen Fodor. So I'm going to get all set up and ready for the kitchen. Okay, we washed our hands, we got our gloves on, we have our apron on, our hair is back, we are ready to go. So in the recipe, it's going to give you a step-by-step instructions of what to do. You can check them off as you do. The preheated the oven, I did that already for 350. The next step was wash our hands. We have also to line the pans. You line the pans with some paper, like muffin pans or cupcake liners, as you can call them. You can use spray as well, cooking spray. This is non-stick cooking spray. You can use that if you don't have those at home. That will also work. The next it says in a large bowl, we're gonna measure out 3/4 cup flour. Okay, this is the white flour. It's called all-purpose flour as well. We have 3/4 cup whole wheat flour. Okay, notice how I have all of my ingredients out. I went around into the pantry and got everything out prior. You'd want to make sure you have all of your equipment out and your ingredients, because just in case you don't have something, then you probably wouldn't want to make it. So you want to make sure you have everything ready to go. So notice it says on our recipe, we have to put all of the dry ingredients together with the dry ingredients, and then the wet ingredients like the oil, the eggs, honey are going to go into a separate bowl. And then we're going to make a little well in the middle, and we're going to incorporate them all together by adding the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. We're going to mix it all up, flip of a wrist, and with our whisk we're going to then cup it and put it into our muffin pans. Put in the oven for 15 to 18 minutes, and then you'll be able to have your sweet delicious muffins. So let's get started. We're going to get our dry ingredients into our big bowls and our wet ingredients into our medium bowl. You notice I have the eggs in a custard dish because I want to make sure when I crack them to inspect them to make sure I don't have any egg shells or any bloody eggs. Because if it's a bloody egg, it's a bad egg, and we're not going to use that. We're going to throw it out. If in doubt, throw it out, get a fresh egg, and this way you don't waste all your ingredients, because if you put the bad egg in with all your other ingredients and you have to throw it all out. So just try to make sure we stay safe with cracking our eggs in the custard dish. So in a large bowl, we're going to measure 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. It's the white one on here. Your containers say the white flour. So 3/4 cup, you have to do some math. Oh no, I don't have a 3/4 cup. What am I going to do? Who knows the answer? Are you thinking? Are you using those smart brains of yours? Dun, dun, dun. You did it right. 1/4 plus 1/2 equals 3/4. So we're going to do a simple method called dip, scoop, and scrape, which I like to call it. We're going to dip it, okay? We're going to scoop it, and then we are going to scrape off the extra. Now I have this tool over here. This is my metal spatula. We're going to scrape it off. Dip, scoop, and scrape. Put it right in the bowl. Go to the next one. That was 1/4 plus 1/2 equals, you got it, 3/4. Dip, scoop, and scrape. Notice on this one, I went a little bit back to fill in the hole that was here. That's quite all right. As my students say, it's a satisfying sound when we get it exactly right. So dip, scoop, and scrape. Okay? What do we have next? Do you remember? Other flour. So we do a combination. My students ask, why do we have white flour and whole wheat flour? Every question is a good question. Well, the whole wheat flour is healthier. The white flour gives it that taste of not so being dense of the whole wheat flavor. So it's kind of like a mixture of both, nutritious and delicious. Did our white flour. I'm gonna put this to the side so it's not in the way, so I know, check that off. I did that one. Here we go, same thing, same amount, 3/4. We're gonna dip, scoop, and we're gonna scrape. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit more if I didn't have enough at first. The cool thing about the whole wheat flour is it has the whole entire grain kernel. So you'll notice it's much darker. You can see the little grains inside here that has a whole endosperm intact. What they do with the white flour is they actually remove that. They remove the bran and germ, not germs that get you sick, but the germs that are healthy what the grain provides for the whole grain. Now, why do they do that? Well, the white flour tastes better for some people and it lasts longer on the shelf. So whole wheat flour could go bad easily, but it is better for us. So that's why I do a little bit of mix of both. All right, that's the bell. Here comes the kids. That was our intro. To be continued.